Hi. Hello. It's Rachel. I'm here. Hello. Anyone in this group? Are you here? My computer's doing something very funny. So I don't even know if I am live. Hi. It's Rachel here. How are you guys? I'm not sure if anyone is live in the group. Please let me know if you are. I'm just seeing if that can I go? No, I don't want to see my face like that. Thank you. Hi, ladies. How are you? It has been quite some time since I have logged on here. And I just wanted to check in, give you a bit of an update, and ask you a question because I always seem to be coming on here and sharing stuff, and I like to be encouraging and I like to be motivating and inspiring and share with you content that is going to help you hustle and do what you need to do. But today is a little bit different. Today I am going to share with you some stuff, few things that are just happening with us at the moment. And I put in here, I think the title was, how do you navigate, how do you handle when you're going through big life stuff? Now, say hello if you're around, please. I'd love to know if anyone's joining me live, or if you're watching the replay, that would be great too. I know it's been at least a month since I've gone on live in here. And I was looking back actually at the last thing that I posted, and I was like, ooh, I was so motivated. And I heard something like, that's my washing machine, in case you're wondering, because got to do my laundry. It was like, don't lose that sparkle. Don't lose that spark. And I tell you, I feel like ever since I did that video, the sparkle has like gone, like it has been so crazy. And this whole year, we're already in September. I can't believe we are already in September because I feel like the year started, like when this whole COVID thing happened, we were all in denial. Is this really real? Is this really happening? And I'm not gonna lie to you. The idea of being isolated, it kind of excited me. I didn't mind it. I was like, oh, well, that's the worst that we have to deal with. It's okay. And I'm not minimizing what's been going on. It's been huge. But for someone to say to me, you may have to stay in your home and be in your pajamas and just eat all, and just be home, like, hello, it's like a sleep party that never ends. But of course, the reality is very different, and it's been very different for all of us. This year has affected everyone in a very different ways. For some people, it's been emotionally, it's been being home, having to homeschool with your kids. Thank God my son is only 2 and not at that age. The Wiggles have been teaching him. Let me just say, they've been homeschooling him. And being close knit with our family members, like living with each other, literally being with each other 24/7, that's not always easy. And then you've got, for some people, financial pressure. You've got just a lot of stuff. And I know it's affected everyone in a different way. Even people who say, oh, it hasn't really affected me. Oh, yes, it has. I think it has. You can't go through something like this corporately, like as we are globally, and it not affect us on an individual or personal scale. Anyway, so COVID, huh? So the last time I shared the last post I did with you, I was just kind of sharing where I was at, and not much has changed except our family is going through some stuff right now, and it's not easy, and it's one of those, feels like it hits you out of nowhere. Has anyone ever had those type of things happen? I know I'm not the only one. So this video is me just getting a bit real with you and just saying, look, it's not easy sometimes, and this is life sometimes, and it can be really messy, and it can really throw you. And I naively sometimes, I think maybe it's a little bit of pride, but I went through a lot in my younger years, and so there's a bit of me that's like, I can handle it, I'm good. But there are still things that will throw you to your knees, that will just like make you fall down and go, what? Where did that come from? And it's like that Baz Luhrmann song. What was it? That everybody's free to wear sunscreen. It was, you don't have to worry about, you can worry, but know that worrying is as effective as trying to solve an algebra equation by chewing bubble gum. The real things in your life are apt to be things that never cross your worried mind, that blindside you on a Tuesday. And I always love that line because that felt so real to me. And it is still real because a lot of things that we freak out about in life are rarely the ones that actually can try and undo us, if that makes sense. Anyway, so I hope this is making sense and this will speak to somebody. So one of the commitments I made to myself when I started this group and when I started Life on Her Terms and sharing all the content that I did was that I would only show up when I had a lesson to share. And I want to show up in the journey because I want to be real in terms of, I'm going through something right now. I don't have the answers, not all the answers, but it's hard. And I honestly believe and know that I'm not the only person going through things right now. We're not the only family who's having to deal with things. And so I just want to say you're not alone. And even if you don't have the answers, that's okay. And amidst all of that, there's a lot of things I can be grateful for, and I can go down that list. But I do want to say something, okay? I do have something for you. I've really been going back to the Word. I am a Bible gal, so the scriptures, going back to my foundations, and actually a lot of the Christian stuff I've been watching. I'm getting really old school Pentecostal in my older age, if I can say that. But all I know is this. So whatever it is you're going through, may I share this with you. Hold on to what is good. And that's actually a scripture from Thessalonians in the Bible, Thessalonians 5:21. And it really just kind of stood out to me the other night. I was at a Bible study. And it's so easy to focus on when, particularly if you've got something going on in your life, okay? Maybe things are great right now, or maybe you just woke up on the wrong side of the bed. I'll be honest, I think my hormones are a bit out of whack this week. But it can be so easy to focus on what isn't right. The big thing, the big mountain, the big issue, the big problem, the big fear, the big whatever it is. But may I share with you that you do have choice and control in this one area, and it's to hold on to what is good. And so while I'm asking you the question, please tell me, how do you navigate big life stuff? What do you do when you feel totally unended? I know what I did when I was 14 and 24 and 30, and I'm 35 now, and I actually think you need different tools for different seasons. So, I would love to hear from you and hear the tools that you have used in your own journey. But I also just want to share with you just to make the decision to hold on to what is good right now. Maybe things are going great for you. Maybe your business is going gangbusters. Maybe you've got great direction and clarity and you're just loving life. You've got lots of momentum. Yay, that's awesome. Hold on to that. Or maybe you're like me. You feel like you're a bit in the trenches right now. This is part of the journey. It's not the end. It's part of the journey. It's part of getting to the mountaintop. It's all those wonderful metaphors we always hear. So I just want to challenge you to hold on to what is good, because that is one thing you can control and I can control. Rachel, what are you talking about? Hold on to what is good. You have no idea what's happening with me right now. Well, for instance, one of the things I enjoy doing is I do like taking control of things where possible. And recently I just thought, you know what? We've been like redoing our house and, making it nice and all that kind of stuff. But one thing I haven't really done is taking control of my study. And what I mean by that is it used to be a place we just like dump our laptops and stuff. But I was like, no, I have a vision. I want this place to be my haven. I want it to be, I know what I want. And I won't even call it a study. I call it my room of inspiration. I even called it a different name. Long story short, I had a vision and I wanted curtains, these particular type of curtains. And I had the style and I could only find them in America, and it was going to cost hundreds and hundreds of dollars. You're like, I just want something like this. Why is this that hard to find? And one day I was in the car. I was actually with my sister, and she was like, well, do you want to go somewhere? And I said, yeah, I want to go to Spotlight. I just had this inkling, go to Spotlight. And I don't like going to Spotlight. I'm not one of those people. I am not crafty. I am not crafty at all. Anyway, we went to Spotlight, and I found the curtains. And they were like 50% off. There was only one there. And it was like God was going, you see that? The desires of your heart, they still matter. They still matter. And you might be like, are you kidding me? You're talking about curtains. But that's what I do love and believe about God, that your desires of your heart, even the little ones you wouldn't even think to pray about or to vision board about or to write about, He knows them. He knows them. And even amidst when things don't look like they're going your way, or this is life, it gets messy. Sometimes it's wonderful. Sometimes it's messy. You get to choose how you deal with it, but you also get to choose to see the little miracles. So when I say hold on to what is good, hold on to what is good in your life. Focus on what you do have. Gratitude. Yes, yes, yes. But don't forget that desires of your heart still matter. And there is a way that I do believe God meets those, like He did with my curtains. And every time I see them, I just smile because I'm like, it matters. So that's all I've got right now. But really, I just wanted to come on here and share for anybody who's going through stuff. You're not alone. This thing called life can be messy and hard. And life on her terms isn't about me showing up and pretending like everything is perfect. It doesn't feel like life on her terms right now. It doesn't. It doesn't feel like this is life on my terms in this current present moment. But I get to choose to do today on my terms. I get to choose to do relationships on my terms. I get to choose so many things. So that's it. Beth is here. Oh, hi, Beth. I can understand about the curtains. I've spent oh my gosh. I had on what? I get it. I must have wasted hundreds of dollars of my time. That is so true. Is that not true? It's funny because when you finally buy the thing, you're like, I'm not paying that much. I'm like, well, I've actually just spent 4 hours on Etsy, so maybe I should pay that much money. Nice to see you and hope you enjoyed the curtains. I love them. And I'm going to actually, my next live, I will be coming to you with the curtains so that you can see them. Thank you. Hats. I've gotten hats from, maybe you're probably much more sophisticated than I am. I usually just get stuff like that at Kmart, but I'm so boring. That is like pretty much all my kid wears because he just ruins everything. Anyway, but that's awesome. It's so true though. We spend so much time. How many of you spend so much time looking at things and you're like, you find the one, you're like, I'm not paying that anyway. One of the things I've been doing recently is finding like pictures, paintings to hang out. I've actually got a lot of beautiful stuff, but you've just had them in boxes for so long. You're like, we need to put these up. We need to put these up. So I've been like nurturing myself in different ways. Sometimes you might not be able to nurture in the way you want to, but there are ways that, these things make me feel good. So that's what I'm doing right now. Anyway, good to see you here, Beth. So that's all from me. Hold on to what is good. Please share with me any tips or tools that you have. I'm here not just as an expert. I'm just here as I'm a woman. I'm human. We're going through life together, guys. That's what this is. And don't underestimate the highs and the lows that this journey calls you to. But I can also say the flip side is it's so funny. All these goals I've been working on some for years, some for just like 12 months. They're actually all happening right now, but I feel so unattached to them. And that's a post for another time. But these things still happen. Your feelings do not get to reign. Your feelings do not get to interfere with your goals. Okay. So hold on to what is good and reach out to someone if you need to, you just need to have a chat, or if you need some support, I'm here. I'll give you whatever I can in ways of encouragement. This journey is not easy. But I believe it's made so much easier when you've got people to share it with and you've got a good support system. So that's me. That's where I'm at right now. Better get back to laundry and creating this inspiration room that I've got here. So I will be showing up more, and I'm actually really rethinking of ways I can be of service to you guys. What does that mean? That means, look, sometimes when you're going through something, all that you've got is maybe one word of encouragement or one prayer, and maybe that's it. Maybe that's all. Maybe I'll just be showing up every day with a prayer for you. I'll do something, because the other thing that I'm remembering, you're remembering as you go, is when you take the focus off yourself, it makes your journey so much lighter. It just does. So anyway, that's it from me. Please let me know where you're up to, any advice that you have, and how COVID is treating you guys, because I've had some wonderful moments during the season, but I've also had some valleys. And right now it's not that fun, but I just wanted to come on here and just be really honest for anyone who needs to hear it and say, this is life. You're not alone. And guess what? You're probably doing a lot more amazing than you think you are. I know that. Okay. So have an amazing day, and I will speak to you soon. Much love. Mwah.